Good morning. Coming up right now on Daybreak Plus, Kuwait shot down U.S. warplanes overnight. We have information about that. Plus,
the Pentagon is going to give us an update on what's happening in the war, and then we're going to talk about the MLK Street Bridge, the work that begins today. David Horak has been out there this morning checking that out for us.
we will also get to your forecast, but we want to start with what is happening right now live in D.C., where Pentagon officials are getting ready to give an update on the Iran war.
Yes, this, of course, started over the weekend. U.S. and Israel striking targets in Iran, taking out Iran's supreme leader as well. And there have been 3 Americans who've died in combat as a result of the fighting over the weekend.
Early this morning, the military gave information to the Associated Press that Kuwait was responsible for shooting down those planes by a mistake. What you see here is the briefing room at the Pentagon. They're getting ready to start a news conference. You can watch it live at woodtv.com if you are interested in streaming that. But for now, we're going to get to Daybreak Plus. And guess who's here with us? Hi, Matt.
Slow reveal. Let's get the slow reveal. There he is.
There he is. Yeah.
What's happening?
So Matt's here. We're going to talk about the weather. But we can talk about the weekend first if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm for it.
Why
It was
don't
a
you
fun
start?
weekend.
You had a
Matt
good
is
weekend.
for it.
Oh yeah, I love this weekend. Friday went out snowmobiling. Probably last time with my son. Not
Probably
the last time with my son, but probably last time for the season.
Okay.
Although there's crazy amounts of snow still up to the cross of UP. Maybe just getting a trip in. That's me zipping down a trail.
Woo.
Temperatures were warm. Yeah.
On Friday they
On
were.
Friday they were warm, and I tell you, when my son and I had stopped right here, we had to open up the vents in our jackets, like whew. But snowmobiles didn't overheat, and we had a nice little ride across the Lewiston area and also into Levels. So yeah.
Saturday was not so warm.
No, yeah, you can testify to that, huh?
Yeah, I went skiing on Saturday, and you'll notice you don't see our faces or anything. It was very cold. Yeah.
So
that's,
you on the left?
that's my sister on the left.
Oh, okay.
I'm the shorter one.
Oh.
And that's Sharon with me in the ski lift.
That's cool.
She was also all bundled up.
Look
No
at that
faces.
snow.
Plenty of
it.
snow. Oh, I took a picture. I'll have to show you another day, but
Okay.
I took a picture of where we stayed, a family member's
Yeah,
condo. They just shoveled the sidewalks, and everything else is taller than me
That's
with how
crazy.
much snow. Some of that is piled up from just shoveling
Yeah.
it, but most of it is just how much snow they've had.
Such a beautiful area.
It is really pretty up there. It was gorgeous. It was pretty.
Yeah.
It was just pretty cold.
Yeah. Oh well, you get
Yeah.
that sometimes
That's fine.
in winter.
You just cover everything. You're fine.
You can see the bay, no problem, right? Little
Yeah.
Traverse Bay.
Oh, yeah,
that's what
you
I thought.
could.
Yeah, I thought I saw that in the background because I've never skied at Nubs, the only place I haven't skied, but I've been across the street at Highlands, and you can see the bay really well. Pretty area. One
I've
of my
not
favorite.
been to Highlands or pretty much anywhere else. Not been very many
But you're
places.
gonna have to explore then.
Nubs is really, really nice though. They
Yeah,
have so
I'm gonna have
many
to check it out
runs
sometime.
and some nice ones through the trees.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
What about your snow adventure?
I had a weekend where I stayed indoors.
Oh, okay.
I watched 2 movies, As Good as It Gets, Crazy Stupid Love, just randomly.
Yeah.
Got a couple workouts in.
Those are 2 great movies.
2 very good movies,
I'm trying to think.
and just relaxed. I have no pictures.
But that's
Me
great.
sitting on my sofa is not what you want to see.
I love that for you, George.
I needed a little R&R,
That's
and I
wonderful.
got it.
Love it. Sometimes you come in with a good, hey, I checked out this restaurant, blah, blah, blah. And I talked to you early this morning before you started Daybreak. It's like, nope, I just basically did nothing.
Stayed home.
That's great.
Well, cool.
Sometimes those weekends are nice.
Yes.
By the way, if you were interested in that news conference that's starting right now,
Okay.
At our
Pete
embassy's
Hegseth
roadside bombs in Iraq
just took the podium. We can listen in for a minute here and see what he has to say.
and IRGC killers. My generation of veterans carry the names of brothers who never came home. brothers butchered by Iranian-backed roadside bombs, and well-armed militias, thousands of our own. We didn't start this war, but under President Trump, we are finishing it. Their war on Americans has become our retribution against their Ayatollah and his death cult. It took the 47th president, a fighter who always puts America first, to finally draw the line after 47 years of Iranian belligerence. He reminded the world, as he has time and time again, being an American means something unbreakable. If you kill Americans, if you threaten Americans anywhere on earth, we will hunt you down without apology and without hesitation, and we will kill you. President Trump has also been very consistent. Crazy regimes like Iran, hell-bent on prophetic Islamist delusions, cannot have nuclear weapons. It's common sense. Many have said it, but it takes guts to actually enforce it, and our president has guts.
That's Pete Hegseth giving an update on the situation with Iran. We lost 3 of our warplanes overnight. Kuwait shot them down. We have lost 3 U.S. service members so far. And you can continue to watch this news conference. It is streaming right now at woodtv.com. We want to move on to talk about the forecast, which we'll do here with Matt. So, okay, it's a little bit sunnier today, which is good news.
Yeah. Lots of sunshine.
Lots of sunshine.
Really nice start to
I like the
March.
8th day. I really do.
Yeah, I bet you do.
You know me all too well.
Right. So we had a little snow over the weekend. Here's the update. Grand Rapids now almost at 75 inches. Now, if I recall correctly, I think I forecast 83 for the season. So if we get the average amount of snow for March and April, I'll be right up around 83.
All right.
But the first portion of March looks really warm. I don't expect any snow. Like the first 2 weeks, and that's typically when you'd more likely get the snow, so I'm not really betting on it. So, but it does look like cold. Sorry, George. It does look like cold is going to resume for the second half of March. So
Can't
we're not
have
done.
everything.
We're not done with the snow yet, buddy.
So enjoy this little hint of spring.
Yes.
Or blast of spring,
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, we're in meteorological spring now, so
It's
we're-
always confusing to me because someone said, "Oh, happy spring," and and it's like, is it spring?
Yeah, right. It doesn't. Yeah. Over the weekend, it didn't look like it. At least on Sunday morning. Did you guys get snow up there? Probably not much. Did you?
No, it was just really icy.
Really icy. Okay. So this is some of the snow actually captured by Andrea Martin in the Grand River. She captured that beautiful shot.
That is
So many
pretty.
amazing pictures sent in. This is the Grand River as well, but this is towards the Spring Lake area. And this is from Jack Adams. And this is me, myself, and I.
Quite
My
a
wife and I
photographer.
went out to Hoffmaster. I always like going out there at least once or twice a year and just take a look at it and just laugh because I'm going to be swimming in that in a few more months. I just love the contrast. It was such a beautiful day. Full sunshine out there yesterday, and the wind was gentle. We actually ended up walking 5 miles up and down the beach.
I bet that was nice.
It was. We got our steps in.
Yeah.
That'll keep you warm too.
South Haven, here's a current view. You can still see a fair amount of ice out there. It's broken up quite a bit off in the distance. Lows this morning, cold, 14 degrees in Grand Rapids, 7 in the Big Rapids area. I don't want to show the wind chill. It's single digits. But anyway, this is the system we're missing to the south. And you can see Ohio River Valley dealing with icy mix, some snow up around Columbus. And we're enjoying the sunshine, so we'll take it. And you can see all the advisories off to the south. That system is going to miss us to the south. The question mark is, are we going to miss out tomorrow on the precipitation? I think for most of us we will. I think most of the Futurecast keeps us dry for tomorrow. Some high clouds coming in towards sunset this evening. Still, I think we're going to have a really nice sunset. The problem is the clouds are going to thicken up overnight, and I'll explain what the problem is. Then we roll through Tuesday. You can see a couple spotty showers there. This is one of the wetter forecast models. There's a couple forecast models that keep us completely dry. So that's why the percentage is so low for the chance of rain or sprinkles for tomorrow. Then we're going to leapfrog over to Thursday. We're going to enter a warmer and a wetter pattern later in the week, and I think it really begins on Thursday. You could see kind of a snapshot there at 6 o'clock with the futurecast on Thursday. That'd be a chance of showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder out of it, and that will kind of parlay into Friday and Saturday. Although Friday, I think the better chance will be later in the afternoon, late day, and also it looks like maybe mostly Saturday morning. So it's not going to be raining all the time during Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but certainly wetter and warmer. Could there be some 60s in that forecast? Yeah, Friday, it looks like areas, especially south of Grand Rapids, could hit 60 degrees. Now, this is what I was talking about. I wish we had the clear sky like we woke up to this morning, because lunar eclipse, and really it's the only one this year of the full moon, and that happens tomorrow morning between 6:04 and 7:02. And I do think clouds are going to be quite abundant by that point. But fingers crossed, maybe we'll get lucky. We'll see. But by the way, the full moon tomorrow is called the worm moon.
Worm moon.
Moon of March.
Interesting. I hope we do get to see that.
Me
Because
too.
during the
We'll
show
see.
is what is the
Yeah,
that-
yeah, it's during the show. So
That would be fantastic.
I'll be scanning those cameras, looking for it.
Cool.
So join us tomorrow.
Thanks, Matt.
I heard 60. I heard 60.
But I want to see what happens when I have 70 in there for the first time. You'd be like,
Go.
We didn't know you as well last year when we got those first warm days in
Yeah.
the forecast. So
George comes out of his shell when you start talking about warmth.
That's when I break out.
like a turtle.
Yep.
Thanks, Matt.
Sure, of course.
You're not. That's the only way you're like a turtle.
Well, we have lots coming up in the rundown.
Yes, we do, including the construction starting today on the MLK Street Bridge. We'll check in with David Horak live next. Good morning and welcome back to Daybreak Plus. Before we get to our stories and the rundown, we want to get to a piece of information that came out of the Pentagon news conference that's happening right now.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is giving a briefing and just said that a fourth service member has died in this fighting that began over the weekend.
If we get any other important pieces of information from that, we will share it with you here. Also want to let you know that work begins today on the MLK Street Bridge. This will eventually affect 131, some of the ramps.
There have been patches and repairs for decades, but now they're really getting after it. And David Horak was out there to explore it all for us.
Day one for the project. Crew members arriving very early this morning here at the MLK Jr. Street Bridge. This is the east side of the bridge, closest to the northbound side of US 131. At its peak, the bridge will be demolished, but only part of it. We're talking about the east side right here because its age is the big factor. We're talking 100 years old, dating back to the 1920s for this part of the bridge, because it had to cross the railroad tracks ever since, and the tracks are still visible below, and some of the original components of that bridge are still in place. MDOT explained to us that repeated patches and repairs over the decades are not enough anymore, and the roughly 700-foot section is going to be fully torn down and rebuilt. Demolition is scheduled for the second week of April, weather permitting, of course. And if you're wondering about the western section, that was rebuilt in the late 1950s, and MDOT says it's in better shape and not part of this particular project.
A lot of history of this bridge, but the condition, the beams, the deck, it needs to be replaced. Yeah, so we've had this area restricted with weight sometimes over the years, just because the bridge is so old and can't take that weight.
Now, once the bridge is closed, it'll be that way all the way through mid-November. So detours are going to be key because they are different for every mode of transportation. Passenger vehicles have a set of detours. Truckers have 2 sets of detours depending on which side of 131 they want to take. And the same goes for cyclists and pedestrians. Details for you to have in the back of your mind once they close the MLK Junior Street Bridge are on this story at woodtv.com. Teresa and George.
And we appreciate David being out there for us with that this morning. We mentioned that there's this news conference that's happening right now in D.C., and that is what you see here. Pentagon officials have been giving updates on what's going on with this war with Iran. And we shared a minute ago that they announced a 4th U.S. service member has died. So just to recap, also overnight, Kuwait shot down 3 of our U.S. warplanes.
3 of them by mistake. That's the latest on that. And now, again, a 4th U.S. serviceman has been killed as a result of the war that started over the weekend.
This has been a coordinated effort between the U.S. and Israel. We have shot down different ballistics sites. These efforts included taking down the Iran supreme leader. And what we want to get to today is what's happening in terms of how our different lawmakers from Michigan specifically have been responding to all of this. So the message from our U.S. Senator representing us in Michigan, Alyssa Slotkin, has been that this should be up to Congress, that Congress should be the ones determining if we're going to war or not.
That's right. And Alyssa Slotkin said essentially the same thing. Hillary Scholten said essentially the same thing, that Congress should be involved and that the president should not be deciding to go to war.
The message from our U.S. Representative Bill Huizenga, the Republican in this group, said that while this seismic event will have ramifications throughout the Middle East and across the globe, congressional Democrats should end their blockade on funding for the Department of Homeland Security, pointing out that they need this funding now. Democrats have been blocking the funding because of ICE actions in Minnesota, among other areas, but most notably in Minnesota, killing 2 American citizens there, Renee Good and Alex Preddy. Also this morning, Saudi Arabia announced they've shut down their biggest oil refinery, one that processes more than 500,000.
I want to say 500,000 off the top of my head, but I'd have to double check
every
that.
day.
But the global oil prices jumped up immediately, and there's some concern that the prices are going to likely head up in the U.S. as well.
Patrick DeHaan of Gas Buddy said that he does expect that those prices will go up and that we could see that as early as today. The average right now is in Michigan is $2.99 a gallon, so it's possible that those will go up today because of what's happening in the Middle East. Let's get to some news that's closer to home. In Dalton Township in Muskegon County, there was a fire that did some damage to what used to be an auto body repair shop.
This happened at 9 o'clock yesterday morning. State police are investigating there. This is Holton Road. Is that correct?
I believe so,
Yeah,
yep.
Holton Road.
We also have a case in Albion where a man led police on a chase.
Yeah, he was driving twice the speed limit, actually led police on this chase and hit a police cruiser, then at one point hid in a relative's home. That's where police found and arrested him. Fortunately, nobody was hurt during this chase.
And those are the rundown stories that we're keeping an eye on for you this morning. Coming up, we have
Celebrity birthdays.
celebrity birthdays. Also, you'll notice a color scheme.
Little orange today.
Yeah, so there's a reason for that. It is Go Orange Month, in fact, and we'll let you know how you can get involved beyond just wearing the color coming up here on Daybreak Plus. And we're
Okay.
back.
Here, March 2nd. Let's do it.
March 2nd, celebrity birthdays.
Happy birthday to?
Can you guess whose birthday it is today? Should we give a guess who?
Living on a Prayer.
Well, we're not allowed to
Oh,
sing.
can't sing.
I
You
know.
Can't say any songs.
I know.
I'm going to get sued.
I would say we're halfway there to telling you, though, who it is, if you haven't figured it out already. It's John Bon Jovi,
John Bon Jovi.
64 years old today.
It's My Life. It's got some good
So
songs.
so many different ones that we
Yeah.
could point out. How about this guy?
Bond, James Bond.
The name's Craig.
Daniel
Daniel
Craig,
Craig.
58. Skyfall, one of my favorite
That
movies
is a really
there.
good movie.
Casino Royale. He's no longer Bond. They're looking for a new Bond.
New Bond, it's time.
We'll see.
Is that Prince William? Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
Forever associated with the Kiss Cam,
Chris Martin
which
of
is a shame
Coldplay.
because there's. Well, I mean, eventually people will get over it, but
49 years
I
old.
clearly am not over it yet. Yeah, happy birthday, Chris Martin.
Happy birthday.
Bryce Dallas Howard, 45 years old today.
I did not know she was the daughter of Ron Howard,
There you go.
the actor and director.
The Help, that was one of her
Yeah,
movies.
Jurassic World. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a dinosaur movie that I can't remember the name of. Not dinosaur, dragon. Pete.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that one.
She's in a lot of great movies.
Yeah.
Luke Combs,
Country singer.
youngin'. 36.
He's got a lot of music ahead of him.
Yeah. And then Rebel Wilson is 46 years old today. Happy birthday. What was the singing
Bridesmaid,
one?
Pitch
Bridesmaid.
Perfect.
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch
That's
Perfect.
that whole series of movies
Yes.
is what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Let's go sports.
Big Ben
a
Roethlisberger,
moment.
44 years old, former Steelers quarterback, Super Bowl winner back in was it 2006? Yeah, 2006.
Yes.
How about that?
And finally, for birthdays, Lorraine Newman is 74 years old today.
One of the original Saturday Night Live cast members. Man, they had some good ones
They
then.
did.
John Belushi and
It's crazy
Dan
when you go
Aykroyd.
back, see how different the show. There are some things that are just there, right? But then other segments that they did and things that they don't do anymore. Okay, George and I we don't always coordinate, but when we do,
oh, we do.
we wear orange. No, today we are wearing orange though because we're kicking off the month of March supporting Kids Food Basket.
Yes, and we had the CEO on this morning to tell us a little bit about it, and they're having a successful campaign so far. They gave us these beautiful orange T-shirts.
Yes.
Last week, we didn't wear the T-shirts on the air, but we decided
We
to
were
wear
debating. Tom,
orange
I
to
think, was
represent.
actually going to wear his
Yes.
T-shirt under. I don't know if it would have been under a blazer or what, but anyway, we are wearing orange to support kids' food. This is kind of more. Let's be real. It's salmon.
It's salmon.
It's the orangest thing I have.
Okay, we're calling it
We're
orange.
calling it orange. This is the message from Bridget Clark Whitney this morning with Kids Food Basket about why you should go orange and how you can support them as well.
We really want to talk about the importance of healthy, nourishing food for our entire community and how healthy, nourishing food is the very foundation of good health. And good health is the foundation of a good future. All of our kids, all of our community, everyone deserves to thrive and be healthy.
So she said that they have seen a huge growth in demand. Last year they had this, snap cuts, and even aside from that, this year they're seeing that surge in demand too. She said they've never had as much demand as they have in the last year, but that also they've seen an increase in support, and that she pointed out what a great community West Michigan is when it comes to philanthropy and everybody supporting each other. Some of the ways that you could do that, she said they've had kids having their birthday parties where instead of gifts, it's donations for
Bring
Kids
food
Food Basket.
donations. Yeah, that's a nice gesture to do. She was high energy this
She
morning.
was high energy. I loved having her on. Bridget, thank you so much. She was great.
Yes.
And that's exactly what you need. And she's the founding CEO of Kids Food Basket. Maybe that's a testament to
Yeah.
why they're doing so well in supporting kids in West Michigan. A lot of schools have partnerships with them. And she said they always have a wait list from schools for kids to get help from their organization. So if it's something that you can help with, if you see somebody holding a fundraiser for it, then that's where that's going, is to support kids in the area to make sure that they have healthy food. So that's why we're wearing orange today.
It is a good cause, and we're happy to support it today.
March is also Reading Month, so we'll be talking about that.
Literacy, a big topic for the lawmakers.
We heard all about it.
Coming off the State of the State address.
So that's something that we'll explore another day this month.
In March.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us on a Monday here on Daybreak Plus.
Yes, have a great